Everybody knows our Man Crush Monday today? Graham Richards.
And he's reporting live right now from Sea Point, talking about all things water safety. So let's check it out.
Oh man, we are officially inside, I mean actually inside the Sea Point swimming pool now. It's actually quite nice. Nice once you're in the water, beautiful setting to get our headspace into a safety space. We are talking about swimming safety tips, and from Water Warriors Swim School, I've got Michaela and Lisetia. Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining us. It is actually quite warm. I know it looks a little bit chilly, but it's actually quite nice. So this morning we're going to go through some basic swimming tips that all of us need to know, but I think we're going to start with the kids because for most of us as parents, certainly from my perspective, you know there are some staples that you need to have down, so that's where we're going to kick-start it today. So Nisette, take it away, girl.
All right, Michaela's going to guide us through it and I'm going to be her pupil. So let's do it.
You're going to be our dummy. Okay, take it away, Michaela.
Okay, so with little kids, even adults, the safest way to enter the pool is to come through the steps to walk in. And for little ones, it's really important to stay close to the wall, especially when they don't know that they're swimming. So an easy technique is to monkey walk. So you can instruct your kids to hold on the side and crawl around from side to side.
Sure.
And that way that they're close to the pool. And they also have an easy access to actually climb out the water when they're here. So a safety trick is to teach kids how to climb out the water. So you go arms first stretching out in front of you, and then you push your tummy up and you pull your legs onto the side.
Okay.
That way it's a safe way that they don't get hurt. But we're not going to ever jump into the water because that's not safe, especially when you don't know how deep it is. So the safest way to climb in is actually to cross the arms over to the side, roll onto your tummy and slide in. This way you have control over how fast you're going, you can feel the depth of the water, and the kids also feel safe because they're in control.
Cool.
Then you can have kids that jump up and down. Then we can walk all the way back to the stairs. The point of safety swimming is to always get kids to know how to get out of the pool, because if they get in trouble, they need to know how to exit.
So naturally gravitate towards the side of the pool and be comfortable pulling themselves out. Cool.
Sorry. So always know how to make your way to safety. If you fall in, the first place you need to identify is the stairs in your pool. So always tell your kids where the stairs are in your pool and teach them how to get to the stairs. So if they fall in, they can find their way to the side of the pool to pull themselves out, or to walk out the stairs by themselves.
Sure.
A nice thing to do is to get kids introductory is to blow bubbles with them, so that when they actually have to start learning how to blow bubbles.
When you say bubbles, I thought you meant bubbles, not bubbles.
Yeah, so this is a nice way to teach kids how to blow bubbles.
Just take the edge off,
Very interactive, it's fun, blowing bubbles, and then you can go straight into...
Just make them blow bubbles like fishes. You can tell them about the bottom of the pool. That way they're interactive, they're thinking about under the sea, the safety of it all. And then the nice thing is that as well is when they're on the monkey wall, to start getting them used to it, you can cup your hands on the side around them and then pull them back so they get used to the motion of movement. Otherwise they can pick up their legs and actually start splashing by themselves. They're kicking their legs without actually having to be in the water by themselves. They still have control. They're learning about flotation and buoyancy. And so it's quite important to just get those movements going at the start.
And I'm picking up here that you're creating this safe place to learn, because the last thing you want is someone to be terrified of the water. Having one negative experience can often turn a kind of the psyche around. So you want them to be comfortable and enjoying that space.
And don't be rough with your children in the water. So don't go throwing them around in the water, scaring them. Rather play in the bath. Get them to wash their face with their hands, get them to be in the shower with the water coming over, so that if they are in the water situation, they don't get a fright and they don't know what to do and panic because there's water in their face. So start doing fun things at home before you come into the pool with them. And one of the very, very important things as well is, if they need to stand, is to teach them to bend their legs. As soon as they bend their legs, they'll be able, their body will come into a position where they can actually stand
pull your
up.
knees, pull your knees to your chest and then push your legs down to stand.
Stand up.
So just teach them, they mustn't panic. These are the things that you can do. Bend your knees. If you are floating, the easiest thing, bend your knees for adults as well.
Tuck it in,
Put your stand up and you'll be safe and fine. If splashing water in the face when you're with them, this is
It's getting used
100.
to it.
So showers are a good thing for young kids to expose them to water as well. just so that they have water in the face, so it's not scary when they dip in the water.
It doesn't have that shock factor.
And take your nursery rhymes, sing songs, and have fun with them.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much. Hopefully that's given you a few tips, things that you can start with your kids at home. And I think adults, you also need to be aware of the same safety tips. Stay close to the edge of the pool. Get used to being able to pull yourself in and out. And I think the most important safety tip I picked up, no drinking. Alcohol and water do not go together. But we're going to be back in the pool in just a moment to put ourselves to some real effort with some water aerobics. We'll see you for that now.